Yo, yo, yo. What's cracking? What's up? What's up? What's up? It is Wednesday, July 23rd, 2025. And this is a new episode of the Knockout Canvas with your boy, Professor T and one and only Coach Angelo. What's up, Coach?
Man, I saw you, bro. You were doing a whole, that was from the morning all the way to the nighttime watch party on a Saturday. Man,
Yes, sir.
you had like 5,000 people or something viewing it. It was crazy.
Yeah, it was a good watch party, man. I was shocked. I had a good time too. We missed you though. We missed you, man.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people were asking about you. Making sure you were okay, all that good stuff. So, uh, damn, man, it sounds terrible to me on my side.
On your side, on the mic. Checking
Yeah,
it on the YouTube right now. And, okay.
is it bad? I see you saying four. I see four fingers. I don't know what that means.
Give me just a second.
Yeah. Take your time. I'm trying to figure out what is going on for the people out there. If we have anybody that's joined yet, I see a few people. Let me know. He made me. I didn't want to show my whole background. I don't have my whole background set up the way I want it set up. I'm supposed to have some other stuff over there. But hey, I see you, Rock. Salute. Can you hear Rock? Is everything good, man? If you don't mind, let me know. You know, Turf's always struggle streaming Turf. I'm supposed to be Professor right T on this one, but hey, I don't care what y'all call me as long as we all get together and get to talk this talk, man. Especially when it comes to boxing today. Coach will be back in a minute. What kind of show would it be without Turf struggling in some way, shape, or form, right? So
Hopefully the mic sounds better now, Rock. Let me know.
it definitely sounds it sounds better to me for sure already. But shout out to Neil in the building. Appreciate you for coming through, man. Hope you enjoy the show. Glad that you love the streams, man. Absolutely, we'll be keeping it up.
Hey, do us a favor, guys. If you can go to, if you're on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32, we appreciate you. If you can subscribe and like the Knockout Canvas,
Yes,
we would very much appreciate it.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, if you are watching on anything other than the Knockout Canvas, please head on over. YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. It's pretty much everywhere. And I'm already seeing a few of the YouTube folks. The TikTok people coming in, man. Joseph Corona in the building. Connor Hughes. Schneidley Whiplash. I love it. Okay, so is it low for me, Rock, or is it low for Angelo? Because I agree, Angelo, it is pretty low. I can turn him up.
How about this? How about now, Rock?
It's higher, but yeah, you definitely got something going on, Angelo. Now you're
with the new mic.
Something. I mean, it's just different from because it's definitely not. He said, "I'm gonna destroy it." Today. Okay, that's.
This time it's.
It's what?
It's not you this time. It's me.
Yeah, it's Angelo. Yep, it's okay. He says it sounds better.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully, it's definitely super choppy. Something is not connected or something's not right. But we're gonna try to get through this as long as they can hear you. Yeah.
let me know, Rock. Let me know, guys, if you can't hear me for any reason, and what. And
See,
I'll.
Rock is saying, he said, I'm good. Angelo is choppy. I agree.
Okay,
Very
so
choppy.
it's me. It's me, Rock. All right. Here's what we're gonna do, because Professor T's gonna hold it down. I'm gonna try to finagle with this because I don't want the audio to be bad. And Professor
Yeah,
T,
or just go back to an old mic or something. You know what I mean? Just go
yeah,
back to the computer mic and see what happens.
yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. All right. Well, Coach Angelo is going to figure that out, right? We're going to figure it out on my end. I'm glad to see everybody coming in, man. Ethan Vargas is in the building. Casey Hinton, Dale Robertson. Hey, if you guys don't mind, jump on over to the Knockout Canvas on YouTube. Please like and subscribe. Brand new channel. It's only been up for a couple of months now. I may have created it a few months early, but this is like episode 5. Yeah, and this is gonna be combat everything. MMA, boxing, jiu-jitsu, right? All of it. Spawn and reset. Appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoy the show. Hi back. Yeah. While Angelo is figuring out his situation, let me do something real quick. I am going to start us off on just giving some highlights. You know what I mean? Obviously, we are going to dive further into things once Angelo gets back, but just to get some highlights, in case people don't know, didn't get a chance to watch the fights, what have you. I'll give you some high level stuff. What's going on, man? Usyk becomes the 2-time undisputed heavyweight champ. Yes, Usyk. Alexander Usyk defeated Daniel Dubois. 5th round KO at Wembley. July 19th, reclaiming undisputed heavyweight status. He's now 24-0 and has expressed facing interest in Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua, or Joseph Parker, but plans to rest in Ukraine first. So, former champion David Haye dismissed potential matches like Usyk versus Moses as they claim it's irrelevant. So, it is what it is. That's what it is there in terms of the Usyk and Dubois fight that happened over the weekend. It was a good fight, man. I mean, obviously Dubois just overmatched. I mean, it's just not there. It's not a good look for him. It's right. Styles make fights for whatever reason. This guy has your number. There's no reason to have a trilogy or any of those things, in my opinion. So we'll have to see. AJ versus Jake Paul. Buzz. Speculation has grown over potential Anthony Joshua versus Jake Paul super fight. Negotiations reportedly involve Saudi financing, and Paul is rumored to have accepted a staggering 1-99 purse split to make it happen. His father, John Fury, called it rigged unless Joshua took a dive. I don't disagree at all with that. Not even for a second. I'm so done with Jake Paul, but it is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But hey, Derek Chisora praised Paul's ability to attract attention to the sport, but warned Joshua would easily beat him and advised Paul to stick to exhibitions. I mean, it'd be wild for somebody to actually think that they are going to do anything with that fight. You want to talk about the cat is out of the bag. Make that fight and you'll immediately effectively know if Paul has been fixing, whatever it is he's been doing, but you'll know it quickly. quickly. You'll know it quickly. Manny Pacquiao and Barrios fight results. Pacquiao 46, Mario Barrios 25. Fought for a majority draw. I mean, a lot of people believe Pacquiao got robbed. I don't disagree. I mean, the fight was whack, man. That's what I'm gonna say, guys. I'm sorry. I'm probably the fight was whack to me though. I didn't enjoy it. It wasn't anything that you know that I was happy that I stayed up to watch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I just didn't. Yeah, it didn't work for me. So, yeah, Matt, appreciate you for coming through. Have a good night, Unc. Appreciate that, man. And Spawn, man, watching live while I'm eating. Apparently, I got a comment for one of my watch parties, man. I guess a guy didn't care for me eating during a live watch party, which is obviously 5 hours at a time, you know. But yeah, he made a very specific comment in terms of my eating. So I'm sorry, but hey, if you guys don't want to see Professor T eat during a live watch party, guess what? Don't watch my live watch party because the joints is 5 hours. I'm eating something. I'm eating something through a 5 hour freaking. It's just going to happen. So if you don't like it, sorry. I mean, you know, I'm sure there's plenty of other people, other watch parties, right, where people will be more respectful of, you know, spitting in your ear, as you call it, and eating. So again, different strokes for different folks, right? You're not going to please everybody. It is what it is. But yeah. What? So this is new news to me, and I don't know if it's true for all you boxing fans. You let me know. Shane Mosley is challenging Pacquiao to a rematch. Does that sound right to you? Does that make sense to anybody? Doesn't make sense to me. I don't think I want to see that fight. I didn't want to see the Pacquiao Barrios fight, to be honest, but I was kind of forced to have to watch it. I don't know why it says Barrios 25. I believe he's definitely in his 30s. Oh, must be fights. I don't know what that is, but yeah. I don't know if I want to see that fight, man. Yeah. No idea. Rock in the building. I just cooked my first tomahawk steak. The bone adds flavor. Oh, absolutely. 100%. Yeah. My favorite cut is a ribeye. Bone-in ribeye. Yeah, you can't go wrong, man. Minute and a half on each side twice. Get those perfect sear marks. I'm telling you right now, I make one of the craziest ribeyes on the planet, Rob. One of the craziest ribeyes on the planet. But I digress. And Coach is back, I think. Let's see.
Better now?
There he is. Coach is back in the building.
Sound better, Rock? Sound better?
A billion% better.
I hope it stays 1,000,000,000% better because I got the mic turned all the way up. I did a whole reset. I heard you talking smack about the Pacquiao fight.
Yeah. It's chopping up again, man. Sorry.
It's chopping up again. Jesus.
It's not. It's. I mean, we can still hear you right now, but I can tell it's gonna go south.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, man. I could try to just see. It's gonna be a shitty mic, but the computer mic, and let me see.
I don't think it's gonna matter, so they'll be able to hear you just fine. I don't think that mic is, to be honest. Just give it a shot.
Oh, okay. My wife's saying that my microphone might be too high, so let me see what happens if I lower the volume. Did that work?
Yeah, it's choppy. I'm pretty sure the guys will tell you it's choppy from the.
It's choppy. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, guys. I'm
yeah.
really
I'll just
sorry.
just try without the mic, man. I'm telling
Yeah,
you,
yeah. I'm gonna try
mics
without the mic, y'all.
mics are usually for looks, anyways. To be honest, especially this day and age with technology, man. People.
Let me see what
Yeah,
happens if I switch it.
yeah. It's definitely choppy. And rock, yes, ribeye is the business. It's my favorite cut. Like I tell you, man, depending on the thickness of the steak, man, 1.5 on both sides, yes. Yep. We got it right, man. Salute. Raider Nation family. Just popping in to support the channel real quick, guys. Raiders. That's what's up, man. God, family, and Raiders for life. Appreciate you for coming through, man. As always, hope whatever you can, you know what I'm saying? See, you enjoy, man. We got so many people popping in on TikTok, too. Y'all make sure y'all come on over to that YouTube side, man. And don't forget to like and subscribe, right? We got Chris Conway. Jerry Roxy Love, Michael Blood, JJ57, Dumplings for Dinner, TDMM. Yeah, we got a lot of people, man. Y'all make sure y'all go on this side. Yep, well, I can't hear anything they're saying now. Trust me, man. Don't worry about that mic, man. Just unplug that puppy and use your laptop. It'll be fine. I'll get rid of mine if it makes you feel better. I will get rid of mines with you. We got Marcus Banks in the building. What's cracking, Marcus? Appreciate you for coming through as always, man. Hope you enjoy the show. We got Ahmad Serrano. Shout out to Ahmad Serrano, 49ers. Okay. This is a boxing MMA combat sports channel, so but I do understand. Clearly, you know we are Raider fans, or maybe that's an assumption because obviously I have nothing on today. Although you can see it on Coach's page, yeah. And now we can't hear Coach, but we're gonna let him see if he can figure that stuff out. And we're gonna keep rocking, y'all. We're gonna keep rocking till we can get him back. Yeah, let me move. What happened to that? Wait. I don't want to do that. Yeah, I didn't want to do that. All right, I'm back. So, Rolly Romero is reportedly the front runner to face Pacquiao. That's crazy. Why is he still fighting, bro? I don't like it. I'm sorry. I just don't like it. It don't pass the smell test for me. Something's not right. I don't know what it is. It doesn't pass the smell test though. So it is what it is, man. Maybe he's fighting for his country. I don't know. Man. But we got to deal with it, man. We got to deal with it. Sebastian Fundora retains his title. He fought Tim Tszyu, and for the first time. Yep, you still, yeah, I see you. I don't hear anything though. I would just bounce off and bounce back in and just don't use that mic. Just use your, yeah, nobody can hear you. Nobody can hear Coach. Yeah, he'll come back. Coach will come back. Like I say, he'll figure it out. Pretty sure he's gonna figure it out. Hopefully, he's using the right link that I gave him. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. We'll have to see. We will have to see. Yeah. I got all kinds of stuff going on. I got all kinds of stuff going on right now. But with that good news, I like it. Yeah. Huh. I like it. Interesting. Yeah, let's keep on rocking. Where was I at? I said Sebastian Fundora. That fight was wild, man. It was a good fight. It started out rocky for Fundora, and I was a little surprised with that, to be honest. I didn't expect him. I thought he was going to be ready for that fight. In fact, I thought he had a very good chance of winning. Boy, could I have been more wrong. Not have been more wrong. I mean, he quit on the stool. And you just never know what a fighter's going through. Shout out to my guy Scully, man. Because I did ping him about it. And I just didn't I didn't know how to take that. Because again, right, I'm so used to old school mentality. I'm so used to these guys, going out on their shield, man. That's just period across the board in any combat sport. And at one point in life, he had that, and that's real talk. I don't know if it was pre-kids, right? Post-kid. Okay, yeah. So Marcus, my bad. I just saw nobody can hear you, Angelo. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, and Angelo will be back. But where was I? The Tim Zoo fight. Yeah, I didn't expect him to quit. Hey, I don't know. In my eyes, man, it might be, the end of the road, man. It might be time for Mr. Zoo to start looking at retirement, or it's definitely going to be like a gatekeeper or something, based on that performance. I don't know. You guys tell me how you feel about it. Man, we got my main man, Chewy, in the building. Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. Super chat. Shout out to the OG. Turf Pack was robbed 100%. I agree. He was absolutely robbed, in terms of him winning the fight. He won the fight. That's not something I would, try to defend. The judges got it wrong, right? Point blank. And, now that I'm starting to have these watch parties and watching without sound, it's a lot easier for us to sit here and judge. But you got to look at these things from the judge's perspective, too. You got to remember, these judges are sitting ringside. On one side of the ring, ladies and gentlemen. They only have one side. So they're only getting one angle. We're getting every angle. And even with me getting every angle, I still got one of the fights severely wrong. In terms of, it was definitely all me. And I could easily admit it, right? I could admit it because I knew if they were looking at aggressiveness, it would be one thing. But that's not what they were looking at. And I had it completely wrong. It was a unanimous decision for the fighter I thought literally lost by like 8 rounds, 7 rounds. And that wasn't the case. Man. So I have a newfound respect for judges and judging, and calling things what they are, as far as getting robbed, if you will. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, just all I say is just give it a shot, guys. Hey, and you will have plenty of shots now moving forward with this channel on the Knockout Canvas. Shout out to the Knockout Canvas. If you have not yet, please go on over YouTube, Instagram, all of those good spots. And like and subscribe. But yeah, I am going to be watching live fights with Coach, and we will be judging them with, absolute silence somewhere. And I will bring out that. It's a big
Hey,
echo.
Turf.
It's a big echo.
It's a big echo.
It's a big echo.
Okay.
I'm telling you, trust me, dude. Just ditch the mic, bro. Just ditch the mic.
Yeah, no, I tried to use the regular computer one and it wouldn't let me. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm using a camera. I'm gonna call on the
Okay, yeah, it's super choppy. Dude.
This one has an echo too, right?
Yeah, let me see if I can try on this side. I don't think I'll be able to, but it's gonna probably just kick you off again.
I was playing with some settings. I'm gonna call you on the phone, Turf. Sorry, guys. At least you'll.
Yeah, it's definitely. Yeah. Well, hopefully we will get Coach back, man. I don't know what it is with Coach's setup tonight. Usually it's me, right? Usually it's Turf. So, but we'll see where we are in terms of hopefully getting him back, man. Yeah. Why do I keep saying today? Chewy's NFL News and Podcast. How many rounds did you have Pac-Man up by? You know, I mean, he clearly won. He clearly won at least half, like clearly. And I would say I would have given him 8 rounds. You know what I'm saying? But just keep it a bean. I would have given him 8 rounds. You know what I mean? There's some room for give and take, but that's where I would have had him. You know, I would have given him 8 rounds, man. So that's where I'm at with it.
Turf.
Yes, sir.
I'm assuming that's better because at least I'm just on the phone.
Yeah. It's definitely better. Your face is like completely close up. Hold on.
And the weird thing is now I can't hear you, which is the strangest thing.
You can't hear me? Wow.
I don't know why I can't hear you now. That's the
weirdest thing. We have issues tonight. Like I said, it's usually me. But it's Coach Angelo tonight, man. It's Coach Angelo. I don't know what's going on with Coach Angelo's side of the fence, man. I don't know. But I see a new one. Cash Bandit 417's in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Dude, you look like the actor that lost his hand in the movie Happy Madison. I don't know that movie. So now I'm curious, Cash Bandit. I'm real curious as to who you are referring to in Happy Madison. So now I'm going to go to Happy Madison and see if I can find out which actor you're referring to. Yeah. Happy Madison actors. You gotta give me a name or something, man. You gotta give me a name, something, because now I'm just gonna be sitting here thinking. I get that so much. I'm just curious of which one I look like now from that respect. It's all good. We got Boom or Doom in the building. That's gotta be Casey, man. It's gotta be Casey. I have a question. Bro. I love it, man. I love it. Absolutely love it. So, Chewies. I had him by 2 rounds. See, I had him even by more than that. Barrios, there were a lot of rounds. Like I say, it could have been give or take, and that's why I say I just kept giving him the Pacquiao because ageism. I'll be honest. Again, guys, I really didn't. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe something's wrong. I did not care to see that fight. I was very happy to see the other fights on the undercards, and the other fights. But Pacquiao, he's 46, man. I don't want to see Pacquiao in the ring. I just don't. Yeah, I really honestly don't. And yes, Rock, thank you. Because I agree, it is a good point. The ref sport angles and lack of improvement is either on purpose or ignorance. But seriously, man, it's having that one angle. I think it matters, man. I really do. I think it matters. And, judging fights, that's why you'll see a difference. But I am excited about watching with the volume off. Again, I do think it makes a lot of difference. And you'll get a better, clear, judgment as far as yourself without any kind of bias from the other judges or commentators, right, or ex-fighters that you hear throughout the fight. So, cool. We got Pride T3RXSS. Yo, blood in the building. Appreciate you for coming through. Yeah. Yeah. No idea. No idea, Pride, but appreciate you for coming through. Hope you enjoyed the show. I forgot. This is it posted the screen, but it's hard to see. I ain't gonna worry about that, man. I'm going back to where I left off. Like I said, the Fundura fight, Tim Tszyu. Didn't expect that. Yeah, I expect Tim Tszyu to retire. I really do. Let me see. How old is Tim Tszyu? How old is Tim Tszyu? Yeah. He's 30 years old, so he's not that old. He's not that old. He's not that old at all. I wonder if I would get in trouble for playing this. It's fine. Yeah. I'm curious to hear what he has to say here. You know what? And let's do that. Maybe we can play the audio. You guys let me know if you can hear this. Can you guys hear this? Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Fair use. Can anybody else hear this? I don't know if you guys can hear this. I can hear it, so. Mhm. Mm. Mm. Yo, so wild. So it doesn't look like he's giving up, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't look like he's giving up at all. It is mad choppy. I don't know what is going on with Coach. Are you using which link are you using? Let's do. Dang. Let's see if try this link, dude. See if that works better. Uh, I don't know why we are having. It's usually me, guys. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's usually me. But hey, was anybody else able to hear? Um, yeah, was anybody else able to hear what I had going in terms of listening to Tim Zoo? Yeah, I was expecting to hear, hey guys, this might be time to shut it on down. But that's not what I heard at all, actually. I heard the exact opposite, which is pretty interesting. Um, Very interesting, to be honest. Yeah, I find that to be very interesting. So he's coming back, right? He's coming back. And yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how it pans out for him. Let me see. I got both going. Yeah. I'm sorry, I'm checking my channel out right now, trying to see if I got it. Oh no, I only got one. Dirty. Yep. So I'm gonna have to fix that. So that means the vertical is going, but this one is not going. Yes, this one is not going. I went to the vertical one. Okay. Interesting. Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Technical difficulties. Trying to figure out how to get
Testing.
all the angles. Yes.
This is better. So
That is perfect. It's a billion times. Yeah.
a billion times better. Okay.
Everything is spot on right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry about the mess, man.
Yeah, there is no
Let's get back to
static,
play.
no nothing. Yeah, I don't know what that was, but now, yeah, you're perfect. You're perfect.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Sorry to the chat and everybody. I heard you talking about that whole government thing with Turkey's trying to see if he can work with the federal government, but both you and I already know that's not going to work, man.
Oh, of course not. Of course not.
That's not happening. So, we got more problems than boxing up in this.
Oh. Yeah, no, absolutely.
So
Absolutely. And Rock had something to say, man. Shout out to Rock. Y'all see Victor Ortiz is making a comeback. He says Mayweather ducked him after he robbed him. So he must be, yeah, he's on something. I don't know. It doesn't even make sense.
well, I see Marcus Banks is on. I appreciate that. I appreciate all our boxing people
Yes,
up in
sir.
here. Appreciate
They
you guys
are
for
here
watching
in the
and
building.
everything. So I did hear you when I was trying to do this whole mess with whatever's going on with the mic. I heard you say you did not like the Pacquiao fight. So can I ask you, what didn't you like about it? Was it the fact that Barrios was being a little bitch?
Yeah, like I just, for one, I don't want to see Pacquiao fight at this age. I just don't think. I just don't think right. He's not fighting any of the people that really can hurt him, right? And that's the thing. You don't want him to fight anybody that can hurt him. And it's just, I don't know, man. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him get hurt. That's just the
Right.
honest truth. I don't want to see Pacquiao fight this far past his prime and get injured or embarrassed even by a lesser fighter. Any of that stuff, man.
Right.
I
Right.
just don't
Right.
want to. And again, it was just not be. It's because I don't want to see him fight. It wasn't entertaining for me. And like you said, mainly on Barrios' side because the first half of the fight, he was treating him like he was starstruck or he was a fanboy fighting his favorite fighter as opposed to trying to knock him out. So
Right.
it was just all weird for me. Yeah.
No, and on all the points you are bringing up are fair points. It's just that none of them are Manny Pacquiao's fault. That's
No,
what
of
I'll say
course
about
not.
it.
Yeah,
No,
of
no,
course
no,
not.
none of them are Manny's fault. And again, this was the entire. I when I've been on a few podcasts in the boxing podcast
Right.
scene with a bunch of these guys, and I would say, look, our current 147-pound champions are Brian Norman Jr. is the WBO, Mario Barrios is the WBC, Rolly Romero is the WBA, and
Right.
there's no IBF yet because they're waiting to see who wins between Patty Donovan and Lewis Crocker in
Right.
Ireland, right?
Yep.
So those are your choices, man. That's who Manny gets to fight, right?
Hey,
Now,
shout out to the Violator. Marbury Wayne is in the building on TikTok. I see you on
hey,
TikTok, my man. Appreciate you for coming through. Hey, man, we are so excited and happy that you are out here, talking to us content creators and giving the fans some of this content, man, and your opinions and thoughts. We really, 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 really appreciate that. Like, for real. You are one of the longest running Raider fans that exist right now in terms of a real fan that actually really knows football as a super fan, all those good things. So yeah, keep it up, man. I've been seeing you since 2021 at every game, pretty much, home Raider game. So yeah, just shout out to the Violator, man. And as he's put it in the chat, Raiders. Yeah.
Violator's awesome. He was helping us last week with the fundraiser for Raider Grimm, who's
Yep.
battling cancer. So we really appreciate you for doing that, Violator. And I hope all of the different short videos that we were doing on the Captain Jack Rackham channels really helped out and raised the funds for Thomas. Violator on the Ultimate Raider Fan TikTok is what I'm guessing Violator's on. We're actually promoting the Knockout Canvas, which is a
Right.
boxing and combat sports channel that me and Professor T have been doing. So
Yep.
now this I don't know about Violator if he's
If he's a boxing fan, right?
but I'll have to ask. I'll have to find out. So I'll message him and
Yeah.
see. I would think he is because he's such an old school Raider fan. I would think
Right.
he watched boxing.
And if so, come on over to the Knockout channel. As everybody here, please don't forget, like and subscribe. But mosey on over to that Knockout channel if you can. We'd appreciate it.
We would appreciate you guys going. Knockout Canvas just started. This is episode 4 right now, so we're getting our kinks together. And yeah, we were talking about the Pacquiao fight. So as I was saying, factually speaking, that's the champions. You got Rolly Romero, who just beat Ryan Garcia in that
Right.
Times Square fight.
Yep.
You have Mario Barrios, who basically had a draw with Abel Ramos and had he didn't look very good against Maidana last year, right?
Right.
And then you got Brian Norman, who everybody's talking about, and
Yes.
right? So I say all of that to say, I understand your frustration with Mario Barrios. I get
Right.
that you wanted it to be a more all-action fight, and I totally understand your point that Manny Pacquiao, who has not fought in 4 years, jumped straight into a world title fight, right?
Right.
Now, try to see it from the perspective of pretty much the entire global population who know and love Manny Pacquiao. They all believe he won.
Of course.
They all believe he should have a belt right now.
Right.
And in all reality, this was my whole thing with you, Professor T, is if I hand you a football and I say we're gonna run one play, we're gonna run the
Right.
right, and you're able to do it,
Right.
even though you're old, even though you haven't played football in 4 years. Why is that your fault?
It's
Why
not.
is that your fault that the other team couldn't block you? Why is
Right.
that your fault that the other team couldn't stop you?
Right. No, I agree. I
So
totally agree.
So the you're gonna hate this even more than if you didn't want Manny Pacquiao to come back, because the consensus is, and this is a very smart intellectual take from a lot of different people. What would have happened if Manny Pacquiao would have had a tune-up fight, then came to fight Barrios?
Right.
Because this was the tune-up. He went straight to the champion. So you can look at it one of two ways. You could say, well, Mario Barrios is terrible, and he was being a fanboy to Manny Pacquiao.
Right.
You can also say, Mario Barrios is 30 years old and is at the peak of his career, and Manny Pacquiao was so good that he did the Tom Brady. He came back cold, and he basically won, and everybody believes he should have gotten the belt.
Right.
Every mainstream person. So now, if he comes back in December, which is what's being talked about right now, he's going to fight December in Riyadh or December somewhere.
Right.
They're talking about him versus Tank Davis.
Oh.
They're talking about him versus Rolly Romero.
Nah.
You see what I'm saying? Right?
That would be crazy.
But then my rebuttal to it all is, what would happen if, now that Manny Pacquiao got his feet wet, he went 12 rounds with the 30-year-old WBC champ.
Right.
Many people believe he got robbed. So what makes you think he's not going to be better 6 months from now? Because Turf, if we let you come back straight, here you go, Turf, we're going to run one play. You haven't been on the field in forever, right? And you almost scored a touchdown. Right? Almost. So then what if we go, okay, Turf, now we're going to let you get your body back the way you want it to be.
Right.
That you're older, and we're going to run the actual play over and over for 3 months straight. Right?
Right.
Could you still have a chance to at least get one?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we're talking about here. Like, I don't want to ever discredit the fact that you did see. Like, I feel like what's being lost in certain translations is Manny Pacquiao came back from a 4-year layoff. He's 46 years old.
Right.
And he was good enough to have beaten the 30-year-old WBC champion.
Right.
So that says more about Manny Pacquiao and not so much how bad Barrios is.
No, I agree. I agree. It's just like I said, nobody's going to ever really put him in there with somebody. I don't think he's going to get put in there with somebody that could really hurt him. I mean, why would you? Why? He's 40, like you say, he's 46, dude. Like, I don't know. None of this is, I don't see it as being a George Foreman moment, right? I just don't see it. That weight division is dangerous. It's dangerous, man. Who is he gonna fight?
Well, what do you think if he fought Rolly Romero? Do you think Rolly Romero could seriously hurt Manny Pacquiao?
I think he has the punch to hurt him. Yes. Tank himself said he's the hardest hitting dude that he's fought.
But you saw how Manny fought this time around. So do you think Rolly's fast enough to catch Manny?
Again, is he gonna fight him starstruck, or is he gonna just come out and treat him like an old man?
Right.
If he treats him like an old man, it could be embarrassing. That's what I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see that, especially from a Rolly. Even though I'm not a Rolly hater, it's just he's always just bothered me for some reason. You know what I mean? But you got to give him his props, dude. Rolly can fight.
He's the WBA champ, man.
He can fight.
You can't take it away from him.
You
He's the
cannot. He can
He's
fight.
the WBA welterweight champion of the world right now. The minute Boots left, Rolly Romero got that belt. So, you can't take it away from him. I'm just saying, Turf, that Manny Pacquiao carries this huge name, right? A lot of people felt that he won. When I went back to it, I'll put it.
I thought he won convincingly, dude. I had him winning like 7 rounds, 8 rounds. Like,
right. I'll put it to you this way: in terms of what the judges saw, it was interesting to me that the 3 judges' scorecards all reflected round 1, 2, and 3 exactly the same.
right.
It reflected round 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All the same except for one judge. So the last 7 rounds pretty much were all the same, except the judge who gave it to Barrios for some reason gave round 7 to Barrios. All 3 judges gave the first 3 rounds all the same. So we're really talking about a difference of the 4th and the 5th round here, right?
Right.
Of like here and there. So it could have, it's definitely at the lowest level a draw. At the highest level, it should be a Manny Pacquiao win, right? But at the end of the day, man, like I said, bro, like if that was you, put yourself in Manny Pacquiao's shoes, right? Montana State asked you to do the crump dump. You almost got to the touchdown. You were like 1 yard.
Right.
And then they say, would you like to do it again in 6 months? You know what I'm saying? Like you're not going to say no. You're going to be like, well, if I almost did it, maybe I'll do it this time around. And I understand what you're saying. They're talking about a rematch with Barrios, although I don't think that'll happen. The Tank one is the one that's going to make everybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't want. That Tank will hurt him, and we know it. See, and that's the thing. That's taking it too far, in my opinion. I think Tank would hurt him, and hey, prove me wrong, but who wants to see? That's my point. Like, who wants to be proven right that he's going to get himself hurt fighting a person like Tank? He's just too fast, too I don't know. I just don't see it.
Well, I mean, it's kind of, if you think about it from Tank's point of view, he has a controversial draw from earlier this year where a lot of people felt that Lamont Roach already beat him, right? And then now, what does he have to gain if he fights Roach again and then loses?
Right.
Versus if he fights Manny Pacquiao, the curiosity jumps up. So I actually think everybody's going to watch it, and, everybody will love to see it. But we'll see. At the very least, what I'll say is Manny Pacquiao deserves to choose whatever he wants because he proved to everyone out there that he wasn't too old.
Yeah. I agree.
Old is
I
not.
agree.
Yeah.
I mean, he belonged out there for sure. And that's why I say, who am I to say, he shouldn't be, making a living. I'm just scared if he fights somebody for real, it's not going to be the outcome that, it's not what we're looking at. And you're right. I think even Rolly, like I said, if Rolly came in there with the attitude as this is a 46-year-old man, I don't think that's going to go well for Manny. I just don't. I think you see a pace. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm hating. I don't know. Uh-oh.
Eat his purpose right now. Yeah, that's true, Rock. That's true. And like I said, look, let's say in the weirdest way, let's say Haney and Norman fight, and somehow Haney comes away with a decision.
Right.
Point blank, Turf, do you honestly believe Devin Haney can hurt Manny Pacquiao, bro? Or do you actually think that might actually be a good fight?
I don't think it would be a good fight, and I don't think Manny Pacquiao would be hurt by Devin Haney. I think it would be a boring fight.
Right.
I think it would be a boring fight. I mean, nobody's going to get knocked out because Pacquiao's not going to knock Devin Haney out either. He's going to run too much.
Right.
If you will. Right.
And again, to wrap it all in a bow, guys, I think that Manny Pacquiao deserves whatever he wants to do. I definitely think that he proved that if he can come back from a 4-year layoff and
Right.
fight a 30-year-old current world champion.
Right.
You know, it's like he went into race. He went into college football field playing with college football kids, right? Like that's
Right.
what happened.
No, yeah,
Whether
no,
you like
absolutely.
Barrios or
Absolutely.
not, that's what happened. So you know, Barrios still like we always talk about in the show, Turf. The punches don't tickle, man. So it's not like Barrios' punches tickle, right? He's good enough to hold the belt. So
Right.
that's what happened. That's what happened. So we shall see. We shall see. But I'll tell you what's crazy, Turf, is to me that wasn't even the best fight. I saw you.
Oh, heck no. None of those fights. That's what I'm saying. Like, they're way better fights.
I did see you on the live though, getting super excited over that Brandon Figueroa Joey Gonzalez
I
fight.
love that fight. That was a hell of a fight. That was my favorite fight. That could have been a fight of the day. A fight of the year.
So let me ask you, who do you really think won that fight?
Not Figueroa.
Yeah, see, a lot of people
Not
believe
Figueroa.
Gonzalez should have gotten the nod
I agree. I totally agree.
because he was taking it to him, right? It just turned into a firefight.
Yep.
So there you go. And then you didn't like Isaac Cruz versus Omar Salcido on that card?
Salcido, I mean, he was in over his head. I mean, he had to hold for a reason because he knew he was going to get knocked out if he didn't. I mean, that's just facts, right? I mean, yeah, couldn't keep the pace, couldn't hold up his end.
All right.
Had to hold it out.
What did you think of? And I'm not sure if you saw every single fight, but what did you think of Fundura versus Zoo? And where do you put Zoo now?
Zoo. So you didn't hear what I had stated, but I was a little shocked. And dare I say disappointed. I'm not going to say that because, I mean, boxers die every day. It seems. So who am I to say, wow, this guy quit on his stool? Because I'm so accustomed to people literally, looking to die in that ring. Like, that's just always been, right?
Right.
Hey, I'm going out on my shield. And
Right.
for the first time, and I know he's had that mentality in his career. And for the first time, I saw him give up, and that made me feel some kind of way. I really did. I'm not gonna lie.
Right.
And I found a video of him talking about it, and I thought that video might be something along the lines of saying he might be thinking about hanging it up. I know, exactly, because I just didn't know the psyche. But now that I've heard him, I'm like, okay, maybe he can pick it back up, pick the pieces back up. But it just makes me. I always wonder when I see a fighter quit, and I know he's been cut from that other claw, of dying on his shield. That tells me something's going on up here, and I'm like, so I started thinking, when did he have kids? Right? How old is his kids? Like, what's getting him back to civilian life, if you will? Right. As opposed to that dude that was willing to die at any point, because clearly he wasn't willing to die that night.
Right.
And again, that's a lot. I'm not asking for that. I'm not saying guys should. It's just that's what I'm accustomed to. I'm old school. I'm old school. So.
Right. And that's fair. But then, so the 154, especially now that Boots Enos moved up to it,
right?
It's become the killer. Like, it's like, it was 147 at one point, and then everybody, Crawford left, Spence, like everybody left, right?
Correct.
Now it's 154. So that would be my question is, we can't take away from Fundura now that he's systematically gotten better as a WBC champion, right?
Correct.
You have Xander Zayas fighting on Saturday for the WBO championship, and Xander Zayas is only 22 years old, Turf, right? So you got a 22-year-old that might become the champion, the WBO. Then the IBF is the killer, Bakram Murtalazayev, man, Turkey Al Sheikh answered a public question when they asked him what's going on, what happened with Bakram, and he said, Turkey's words, not mine.
Right.
Turkey said he offered everyone Bakram, and they all said, we don't want that stuff.
No, sir.
So you got a
We don't want it.
you got a boogeyman at 154 IBF. You got a possible future 22-year-old rising champion for the WBO that's coming up this Saturday on ESPN.
Right.
You got Fundura, who's not old, man. He's like 25, I think.
Right.
25. But he's 6'5", 6'6". He's 150.
Crazy.
Pounds. It's crazy, right? It's crazy. The guy can't play a lick of basketball, man. If him and Manny Pacquiao played basketball, Pacquiao would look like Jordan. So, but boxing wise, Fundura is very scary. And then Turf, they announced it today. The WBA 154 champion Yoenis Tejas is defending his belt against the number 3 ranked WBA on August 23rd. So, and Yoenis Tejas is only 24. So you got a bunch of young killers at 154, and then you got Jesus Ramos, who's the body punching killer. You still have Virgil Ortiz, who's the WBC interim. You still have Sergey Boicek, who we both believe really beat Ortiz here in Vegas in November. And then you got Boots Enos, bro.
Correct.
That's crazy. Like I just named 10 people. This is an insane division. So my question to you, Professor T, since you saw with your own eyes, you saw a destruction from Fundura to Zoo. And it's not like Zoo's terrible. We can agree that Zoo doesn't suck, right?
Correct.
So where do you put Fundura? Where do you put him in that whole mix of people now?
I'm scared for anybody that has to fight him. That's the honest truth. My take, I was scared, and I said it during that live. I was scared for Crawford to fight him. Anybody getting caught on the end of that man's punches, man, it's curtains. Right? Am I lying? Like,
you're not lying.
That's why Thomas the Hitman Hearns, right? Anybody with that length, man, if they catch you on the end of that, Paul the Punisher Williams, dude, you can't withstand that. You just can't. You just can't.
Right.
And yeah, they're punching at an angle, and with that length and size, it's lights out.
So do you believe? So you watched Bakram destroy Zoo?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you just saw Fundura do that to Zoo. So if Fundura fought Bakram,
right,
who do you think wins?
It's I'm gonna give it to Bakram because I believe that for whatever wild, stupid reason, Fundura loves to fight in the phone booth.
Yes.
And it's going to get him knocked out. It's going to get him knocked
It
out.
Already has, Turf.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why he feels the need to get in there and bang. It doesn't make sense. I'll never understand it.
6'6" frame, but he really does like to get in there.
He likes to bang.
Yeah, the funny thing is his sister Gabriella is the better boxer out of the two of them.
Absolutely. Way better. She's way better.
Right.
She's way better. Like skill-wise. I'm not talking it's like skill-wise. She's better skill-wise.
Right.
So yeah,
now I know you're gonna reserve your thoughts until you watch Xander Zayas this Saturday on ESPN. But let's say Xander Zayas, who's 22, he's fast, good jab, moves around. He's kind of being built up as this next Puerto Rican great world champion. Let's say he beats he wins the WBO, beats Garcia this Saturday.
Right.
Do you think that Xander has a chance against Fundura?
If I had to put my money on it, no.
No. Okay.
Dude, he is a tall order. Anybody that size for that weight class.
Now hold on, man. I'm
That's
not done.
asking a lot.
You might catch yourself now because you don't think Virgil Ortiz, for example, can handle Fundura.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, but I don't know, man. It's like you said, if I have to put my money on some of these, yeah, I
You still rocking with Fundura?
I'm rocking with Fundura.
All right.
For
One
that
more,
fight.
Turf. One
I'm
more.
rocking with Fundura for that fight.
What if my man Boots Enos were to get in there?
Nah, I'm going with Boots. I'm going with Boots.
So that's the thing is that I feel like with Fundura, and for a lot of you old school guys who will get a chance to listen to our show or are listening to us now, there's a technique that was invented, or not invented, but it was named after this person from a long time ago. It's called the Dempsey roll, from Jack Dempsey doing the Dempsey roll, right? And we've seen Tyson do it, and we've actually seen Boots do it too.
Yeah.
So that's what I was thinking when I was watching that Zoo fight. I think Boots could get him. I think Boots with his
I think what would happen is he would fall into the trap of fighting in the phone booth and get knocked out. That's what my real true thoughts are. I think Boots is touching that chin and it's over. We got Severe in the building. Salute my bros. Severe.
Salute, man. Let us know if you want to pull up.
Exactly. You know, we got the link anytime.
Yeah, anytime, bro. Anytime. And you don't got to argue with Papa Rundown tonight. Although I'm
so mad I missed that.
I will say, so for anyone who missed it, Professor T had a little too much to drink. And he was quite tired, but that 4-hour episode 3 might be the greatest knockout canvas show in history.
Of all time.
Because Severe was going at it with Papa Rundown, man. And and you missed it too, Turf, because he really held his own, man.
Yeah. I believe it.
I'm not backing down.
I believe
Leonard can't handle Floyd Mayweather's skills. And I was just sitting there watching it like a tennis match. Turf.
Right. Yeah. I know it was fire.
Yeah.
I know it was fire, man. Yeah, I know it was fire. I'm mad I missed it.
It was awesome, bro. It was awesome. But yeah, so all right. So you're saying Boots for sure. You're gonna rock with Boots if it's Fundura. You believe Bakram can beat Fundura, right?
I do.
But everybody else, you're like, nah, man, Fundura's better. Okay. So you got Fundura in the top 3. Well, 154 has become a very, very interesting division now.
Yes.
So that's going to be quite fun. And again, guys, so Saturday, ESPN, free TV. It'll be at nighttime. I believe it starts at 5 p.m. Pacific, so 7 Turf's time.
Yeah, we'll be watching it. We'll be there. We're on it.
Yeah, so watch
we are on it.
And Xander Zayas, and then the other one on that turf, and we can talk about it a little, is Shushu Carrington at 126 is finally going to get a chance to fight for an interim title. So, Shushu's been calling everybody out at 126 and trying to put it together. So we'll see what's up with that one. We'll see what's up with that one. But like I was saying earlier, Turf, it wasn't even – I didn't think that card was – the best card or the best fight on that Saturday.
No.
There were so many fights on that Saturday. So let's start with the first obvious one that everyone is like talking about on the news now. Super excited. Alexander Usyk, man. 38 years old, Turf. 38.
I didn't realize he was that old.
Bro, I was shocked. Can I just say I was shocked, right? I'm not shocked that he won because he was a favorite for a reason. In fact,
correct.
He was like a minus 350 favorite, right? So he was a big favorite, and betting money would have been good for Dubois. And I'll admit it, I lost. All right, because I just have this philosophy that when it comes to heavyweight boxing, Turf, and you know this, you've won money doing this.
Right.
You can never make it plus 300 or higher because too many things can go wrong. So you got to put a little something down. So, I lost some money on it. No biggie. No biggie,
Right.
y'all. But man, I was shocked. So when you were watching it during the watch party in the morning,
Right.
what were you thinking when Usyk looked that good coming out of the first 2 rounds?
I shocked, like you just said. Like, what is going on here? Couldn't understand it. He looked amazing. He was on point every which way till Sunday. I mean, yeah, it was weird.
Footwork, jab,
All of it.
counter, hook. The way,
All of it.
yeah,
Oh,
I
that
mean,
left
even,
hook was killing him, dude.
yeah,
All fight.
yeah. The left coming back because he's a southpaw, right? He's doing that
Correct.
little shift and left, but he knocked him down with that right hook, and I remember because I was watching it with my wife, Turf, and I was like, "Hey, check this out! Look, he's backing up right here. He's setting him up for a right hook." And sure
Right.
enough, Turf, that was the first knockdown, right? And it wasn't even like a hard right hook. It was like I'm just gonna put it in there, kind of like you're just putting the baseball in the mitt, like
Yep.
I'm just gonna lay it in there. So now Dubois is only 27, so we're not saying it's a career killer or anything like that.
Right.
Also, though, to be fair, Dubois just made $70 million for that fight, Turf. $70 million. Not a bad way to go out, you know what I'm saying?
That's a pretty penny right there.
That's a pretty penny. So Usyk is saying, or before the fight, Turf, Usyk said, "I think I only want to fight one more time."
Yeah,
But
I saw that.
everybody's saying, "Well, hell, if you can look this good, why would you only fight one more time?" Right? So
Right.
this is where the tough part starts to happen, because there's the business of boxing, and then there's people like you and me who watch it for what it is, right? You got to give the next guy up a chance. And for the longest time, man, Joseph Parker's been waiting, Turf. He's gone from 30 years old to 33, waiting for a chance.
Yeah.
Like a legitimate world champion. And this is a man who's beaten Zhilei Zhang, right? He's beaten Deontay Wilder, right? He knocked out Cole, who was the boogeyman.
Boogeyman.
Joseph Parker versus Usyk. Usyk 38, Parker 33. What do you think about that fight?
I mean, I don't see anybody beating Usyk right now.
Nobody. So a trilogy with Tyson Fury, which is what they're trying to get you to bite at. You don't see it.
I don't
Right?
see it, and I think Tyson himself doesn't see it. Like, he's like, nah, I'm good.
Okay, because that's what Tyson Fury keeps saying he wants to do. He wants another chance at it. But I think the Turkey's trying to set up Anthony Joshua versus Tyson Fury, right?
Right.
And then there's Agit Kabayel, who's the body puncher. He knocked out Zhilei Zhang.
Yep.
Then you still have Fabio Wardley in there. But the young kid, Moses Itama, is about to fight Dillian White August 16th. You don't think the 20-year-old's got a chance to beat Usyk either? Not a puncher's chance?
He's going to get in there with that old man strength and get knocked out too. Yeah, not right now. Yeah, I just don't see it.
Now I'm sure you must have hated this, or I don't know if you missed it. Maybe you walked away. But Jake Paul was in the ring and he did a face-off with Usyk because they're talking about an MMA match between Usyk and Jake Paul. So, what do you think of that? Another circus fight, Turf?
It's exactly that. Nobody wants to see it, but I mean, I'll tell you one thing: if they do that, if they pull that off, you'll know for sure if it's a hoax or not. Because there's no way he's beating AJ. If you beat AJ, dude, or even just stay in the fight for all 12, it's payoff. It's a payoff.
Well, that's I know that you read the report earlier about Joshua versus Paul, and there's the payoff and the whole bit. But in all reality, Turkey did say that he wants a tune-up for Joshua, and then he wants a tune-up for Tyson Fury before he sets them both up together. So you might see that Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua fight happen, and sadly,
Right.
it might, he might take him the distance. He might carry
Right.
him, So like you're saying, man, it could be one of those payday scenarios. All right, so then Turf, this is the big question.
Yeah.
You saw Usyk. You've lived in a generation where you have seen great heavyweights.
Right.
Okay, you're old enough to know what great heavyweights look like. So you will hear massive discussions in every podcast out there and every outlet talking about Usyk is an all-time great heavyweight. Where do you put Usyk based on what you've seen with your own eyes now in terms of heavyweight? Does he even make your top 10 for heavyweights?
He's got to because of his size. He has.
But he's the same size as Muhammad Ali. That's the whole thing about Usyk in this era is, and remember, we've talked about this before. We were doing it on the Ultimate Raider Fan Show with Spence, and I said the coolest thing that Usyk has actually done for all of his boxing aficionados is that he proved Muhammad Ali would have beaten all of these giants.
Correct.
Usyk is the same exact size.
Correct.
6'3", 225. He's not, that's how he rolls, right?
Right.
He's really kind of a cruiserweight that just, gained 25 pounds. But he was, he's super dominant. Kind of like how Holyfield did it, but Holyfield lost, as we know. But kind of like how Holyfield did it. Holyfield was awesome at cruiserweight, and then when he moved up to heavyweight, he was chasing the Tyson fight, right?
Right.
So that's why I ask you is, so here's Usyk, and we're talking top 10, Turf.
Right.
Don't fall for the banana to tailpipe, because I did this to Severe last week. I was like, are you sure you want to put Mayweather in the top 10? Because I started naming all these different names, and it's pretty tough.
Yeah, so, Usyk, I can't say for heavyweights. I can't say top 10. I can't. Nah. He didn't have the competition.
And that is one of the biggest arguments. Is
he didn't have a competition.
So the first argument always will be, when Usyk's career is all said and done, how many Hall of Famers do you think will be on his resume? Versus how many Hall of Famers are already on Frazier's resume, Foreman's resume, Ali's resume, Joe Louis, right? Like so. But again, let's say that's not fair to him, right? Okay.
Right.
Usyk also did not live in an era where you're fighting 4 to 5 times within that year. And all those other heavyweights did fight. Even Ali fought 4 times in a year, right? 3 to 5. So then if Usyk doesn't make your top 10, let's start with the easy ones, right? Is Muhammad Ali in your top 10?
Oh, easy, yeah.
Okay. Is Joe Louis in your top 10?
100%.
Is Jack Johnson?
100%.
Okay, so that's 3 out of the way. All right, 3 out of the way. Okay,
absolutely.
Okay. All right. Is George Foreman in your top 10?
Absolutely.
Okay, then that's funny. There's only 6 left here.
Right.
Okay, so now I'll start to throw out some little tricky names that can be argued here and there, back and forth.
Right.
Is Mike Tyson in your top 10?
Yes.
Okay, that's only 5 left. We only got 5 names left.
Yes.
All right, now it's gonna get really hairy now for you, terrified on these. Yeah. Rocky Marciano retired undefeated.
Right.
Is he in your top 10?
Yeah, I will put him in the top 10.
Okay, there's only 4 left. Okay, there's only 4. Joe Frazier, bro. Joe Frazier won a gold medal.
Right.
He beat Ali. He was the first one to beat Ali.
Right, but he didn't have as decorated as a career. But for right now, I'm going to put him in until you give me a reason not to.
Okay, so you only have 3 left.
Right,
all right.
Correct.
Evander Holyfield might be the greatest cruiserweight of all time. Moves up to heavyweight, bro.
Right.
Tyson.
Right.
Fights Riddick Bowe. He beat Riddick Bowe.
Right. But
Right?
I don't know if I can put him in the top 10 of heavyweight. Like you said, cruiserweight, yes. But heavyweight, I don't know.
Oh, you're taking the real deal out.
I don't know. I'm. You said I got 3 left, right?
Yeah, you got 3 left because
I'm thinking the 2 guys right now. He could be on the line. I'm thinking.
Okay, all right.
I'm thinking the 2 guys right now, right off the rip.
Okay,
that you have to put in there. I'm just waiting for you to say their names.
Okay. Well, I got to talk. I mean, the only man that this guy really, really lost to when it happened, which Papa Rundown hates it when I bring it up, is when Michael Spinks moved up from 75 to heavyweight.
Yeah.
So Larry Holmes, though, man, do you put
Larry Holmes 100%? Larry Holmes, yeah.
All right, Larry Holmes makes it in the top 10.
Larry Holmes makes.
You only got 2 left, so if we're talking about pugilist specialists in the sweet science of boxing, are you leaving out Lennox Lewis?
No,
bro?
he's in the top 10. Lennox is in the top 10.
Lennox is in your top 10.
Easy.
All right. Okay.
Easy.
Okay. All right. So then, with 1 spot left, right? And this is where the Usyk debate starts to kind of like.
Well, this is where, like you said, this is where I'm putting Holyfield.
Okay, but I'm not even done yet, right? Are you honestly leaving out Archie Moore, bro? Because Archie Moore beat a lot of people's asses.
But he wasn't a heavyweight, though.
He was during that time, remember? He did fight, and he did legitimately won the heavyweight.
Right, but I'm saying that wasn't his... He wasn't like that.
Well,
wasn't
he flowed. Well, obviously during that time, everybody was lighter. He was kind of floating. He fought a lot. All right, okay, but let's say you didn't have. Although that'd be tough for a historian to not have Archie Moore, but okay.
Correct, and he's like he would be on my Mount Rushmore.
Okay,
you
all
know
right.
What I'm saying, like,
all right. Now you're taking out Ezzard Charles, even though Ezzard Charles doesn't make your top 10.
Not based on the guys I've already just put there.
Oh my gosh, that's rough, bro. You're killing me. All right. Okay. So obviously you're not going to say Riddick Bowe is going to make your top 10.
Nope.
Yeah, you say even though Riddick Bowe is amazing, so you're not.
Absolutely.
You're not putting Riddick Bowe in there.
Nope.
Man, it's rough if you're not going to allow Klitschko to touch your top 10. Wow. Wow. So you don't believe he did enough?
I mean, right now I'm still sitting with Evander Holyfield, the real deal. Right? He's holding that 10 spot strong right now.
Man. Okay. All right. And then obviously, I mean, it's sad to say, but it sounds like you wouldn't include Ken Norton in there in your top 10, right? All-time great, but you're not putting him in the top 10.
Not my top 10.
Not in your top 10. All right. And then, that kind of takes out a lot of, the other people that everybody was fighting during that time.
Correct.
And then if you have Joe Louis, so Sonny Liston doesn't even get to your top 10, huh? Or Floyd Patterson.
Now, Floyd Patterson, that's a name I would have to look into a little bit further.
Because now Liston was the one that beat Patterson, but prior to that, Floyd Patterson was a bad man. Right,
and we're talking again those times and what was the competition and who did they have to deal with?
Right.
Respect.
Right, and there was a lot too, and that's why and that's why there's always this thing that we do where who have you seen versus who do you know historically, right? Because it's different when you've seen it with your own eyes, which is why I'm shocked that you just don't think Klitschko is that good. You just you don't buy into it.
I do. It's just they were at a weird time too, the Klitschko brothers. I just can't put them in my top 10.
Wow. Anybody in the chat saying anything?
I can't put the Klitschko brothers in my top 10.
You can't put the Klitschko brothers in, huh? All right.
They were massive dudes.
Yeah, because Rock is going. Yeah, Rock threw in the Klitschko brothers in there, and you're like, nah, no. All right.
Not for me.
So Holyfield scratches that top 10 and you take Usyk out. So you believe Usyk is greater than Holyfield? Or Holyfield is greater than Usyk.
Correct.
Okay.
I think Holyfield in his prime would beat Usyk in his prime. Period.
Wow.
Period. Yes.
Okay. All right. Hold on.
And that's a great matchup because they're both small heavyweights. They're just, you know what I'm saying?
Not really though, Turf, because it's again, Usyk is the same size as Muhammad Ali.
That's a small heavyweight.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah,
but
that's a small heavyweight.
At the time when Ali did it, though, he was kind of a big heavyweight, right?
Well, Ali had to deal with big heavyweights that were legit Hall of Famers. I wouldn't say everybody else at heavyweight had to do that. You know, again, that's what I'm saying. The Klitschko brothers, they didn't have to deal with the amount of real deal heavyweights like Muhammad Ali did.
Right. And based on even the list that you're accepting, you're not putting Deontay Wilder in there.
Oh hell, man! The top 10, hell,
right?
Man.
And you're not putting.
He's not even in my top 20.
You're not putting Tyson Fury. All right, here's one though, Turf, that kind of is. And again, you didn't watch him fight, but historically speaking,
right?
You have Holyfield at 10. You're not putting Jack Dempsey in there in your top 10?
Yeah, Jack Dempsey that's a questionable not leave out for sure.
Right.
And that might be where he edges out Holyfield.
But you would rather have Frazier over Holyfield?
Yes.
Okay.
Because of the era and the time and who he dealt with. Holyfield, lesser era. Don't get me wrong. I mean,
he fought some killers, man. He fought,
but he lost to him too.
Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. But he lost to him too. That's my point.
Okay,
you see where I'm going with it? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's so. Yeah,
that's a good list, man. That's a good list. You didn't get
Deontay Wilder is in your top 10, Rock. Oh my God, how old are you, Rock?
No. Let's be fair to Rock because Rock makes a good point in this sense. Greatest knockout percentage?
Nah. He fought a bunch of tomato cans. I shouldn't say that, but dude, there's no way. Deontay Wilder is probably the least skilled heavyweight of all time.
Wow.
You think I'm lying?
No.
You think that
he won a bronze medal, Turf.
Dude, and he's the least skilled heavyweight of all time as far as all the ones we discussed. Who do you think is on that level? Honestly,
no. Okay,
he's the least skilled by far.
Okay, I'll stretch it this way. I understand your point in terms of if we're looking for a skill set like an Ali or
any of the big guys, the Foremans,
but here's the
skill sets.
Here's the thing, right? About the heavyweight division, punching is a skill set.
No,
and Wilder has the highest knockout skill set. And I understand you're like, well, man, who was he knocking out, right?
Right.
But he did knock out some folks that were on the come up, and he stopped them from it, right?
Right. So, no, yes. You are absolutely right. He definitely 100% had that special knockout power. It's just he didn't do it against the guys that had to do it against guys that, are legends.
Right.
You know, George Foreman. I mean, I'd rather take it. I mean, this might sound crazy, but I think I'd rather take a punch from Wilder than George Foreman.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
I honestly,
them old school Wild. Exactly. Bro, back when Foreman used to just bring that shit from way up. Man, come on, man. Man. Nah. Now, the Bronze Bomber is, he's...
Now, to be fair, that is true. I will say this, Rock, like what Turf's talking about is Foreman was the original... Like, it was Liston that everyone was scared of because of how hard he hit. Then Ali beat him. After that, it was Foreman. Everyone was scared of Foreman.
Hey, he's the boogeyman.
Oh
The
man, he
boogeyman.
was destroying heavy bags, and he was mean, and and that's what made Ali so great by being Foreman's first defeat.
Right.
Where it's hard to ever say that Wilder could ever even trump a Foreman would be the fact that Foreman left for 10 years, came back, and won the heavyweight championship of the world against, at the time, one of the very best undefeated 28-year-old heavyweights that we had in Michael Moore, right?
Yep.
So yeah. All right. No, that's a good list, though. I like it. I like it, Turf. You're holding strong. You're like,
I am.
Holyfield gets right in. So Usyk is out. Usyk is not.
Out.
Usyk is still in your man. It's gonna suck for Usyk if he retires, even if he beats like Joseph Parker. He'll always be on your out discussion.
Yes.
But it's
always.
tough though, Turf, because if he retires undefeated, he's now joined Mayweather, Calzaghe,
Right.
and Marciano.
Right. But
you can't sneak him
that
in your
doesn't
top
mean
10.
anything, man. It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't mean anything to you? No. All
Never
right.
has.
All right. All right. All right. That's good. It's good to point out. It's good to point out. We want to ask that. That was on the title. All right. So then and then this is why I was setting this up. In my opinion, I still didn't even think that was the best fight. You know which one I thought the best fight was of all the fights we saw on the weekend? It is my guy, dude. I am telling you right now, I am so mad at Stephen A. Smith and all these American media people we don't talk about. Jesse Bam Rodriguez, y'all. Get on the train. Get on the train right now, because other than Manny Pacquiao, I have never seen anyone with a 5'4" frame start to do what this kid is doing, where he's at 112. He was at 112, now he's at 115. And at 115, the guy that he fought, Turf, that guy was undefeated with an 85% knockout ratio. He had 117 wins in the amateur. Right. He was a tough champion. And Bam made him look like it was an easy night, bro.
Right. He did. He
Bam
really did.
25 years old. Bam already has 2 of the 4 world titles. And, Turf, he's already fighting the WBA champ in November. So his activity is high. He's fighting who they put in front of him. He's fighting the best of his division, right? How is this guy not being talked about? He should be, in my opinion, dude, and I hate to say it this way, but after that performance I saw, I think he should be pound for pound number 5 of what better be it.
Hey, why not?
I thought he's the man. I feel like for any of you guys who want to watch the Bam Rodriguez versus Kafu fight, what I see out of Jesse Bam Rodriguez is a combination of Lomachenko and Manny Pacquiao in the same body.
Right. Yeah. That's it's a hell of a fighter.
he's dope, Turf. He's dope, man. He's fighter. I'm just so excited for that kid. Mexican American from Texas, and the Dallas Cowboys were all there to see it. Right. And Jerry Jones is starting to back the kid.
Yep.
He likes what he sees, man. Jerry sees that money in Texas, and he's like, "Come on in." So Turf, man, you got some killers in that state.
Oh yeah, Texas is shaping up, man. There was a fight too in Austin. They had they hosted a fight that I would have liked to go see. There's a couple of places they have fights here. Obviously, in terms of MMA, they got all the attractions and so forth, especially the small, promotions that are right under the UFC, if you will.
Right.
But there's a lot of fight. There's a lot of combat sports across the board in Texas.
Yeah, no, man, that's it. You guys are building a lot of good fighters. A lot of good fighters coming out of Texas.
Yep, I agree.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, yeah, I mean, so I'm sorry about the technical difficulty earlier. Hopefully that
Yeah,
won't
no
happen for us
worries.
on Saturday. So
Yep,
Saturday, Turf, just so that you know, and I don't know what your full schedule is, but
yep,
again, we try to remind all of you, especially with the NFL. The only thing really happening right now is training camp, but
right,
who
right.
knows what's going to happen? I mean, there's already injuries happening in training camp,
Ah, yes,
so
yes.
but boxing is hot again this week. Tomorrow night is Golden Boy Promotions. So
Hey,
if you guys want to see some of the best American boxers coming up,
tomorrow night is a fight.
yes, on the Zone, also on YouTube, Golden Boy Promotions. It's Flores versus Leyva. I'll give you that. But the kid I want you to see,
That
Turf,
might be
is
what we watch tomorrow for Dead in
oh
the
for you and
Water.
for you and Spence.
Yeah, Dead in the
Yeah, yeah,
Water.
yeah, yeah. No, that's a great idea because it's on. It should be definitely free on YouTube for Golden Boy Promotions YouTube. Yeah, the main event is Manuel Flores versus Jorge Chavez, but that entire card is dope, and they got this
Yeah.
one kid that I really like, Caden Griffiths. He's 147, so that's on Thursday,
What
and
time
then
does that start?
the whole card starts at 6 p.m. Pacific.
So that's 8 o'clock
Would be 8
Central.
o'clock your time.
That's perfect because that's when Dead in the Water starts. 8 o'clock.
Okay. Well,
8
there you
o'clock
go,
sharp.
bro.
So that's what we're watching.
There you go.
So I will be broadcasting Dead in the Water on the knockout canvas. And hey, you guys are gonna get round by round for the fights that start at 8 o'clock. So
Cool.
this is gonna be awesome.
Cool. Well,
Yeah.
hell, man, maybe my mic will work better. Throw me a link. I want in on that party. And then Turf. So then Friday, just for everybody who's listening to us right now, we have and I know you like these fights, the OTX boxing in Atlanta, Georgia.
Yeah.
I know you like that because they got the rules and the bonus rounds and all of that stuff, right? So check this out. The fight tomorrow night, the main event, is Elijah Pierce, who's the up-and-coming featherweight kid.
Right.
And he's actually fighting one of the Filipino fighters that's very good and lost to Inoue. But this kid is Michael Dasmariñas. So Elijah Pierce versus Michael Dasmariñas is going to be free on YouTube under OTX Boxing on Friday.
Hey.
It'll also be free on DAZN. So that's
Dude, I might be watching all of these live. Watch party.
Okay. That starts at 5 p.m. Pacific time, which would be
So that's
7 p.m. your time on Friday.
Yeah.
And then on Friday, and again, this is why I always try to tell everybody, like boxing, man, it's a year-round thing. Friday, we probably won't get a chance to see this one. We'll watch it on a replay. But Andy Dominguez is fighting in Atlantic City against Byron Rojas. That's on the zone. And then here you go, Turf. Here's the big Saturday slate, man.
Right.
This is gonna hurt you. So it starts in the morning at 11 p.m. Pacific time. So this would be 1 p.m. Texas time.
Yeah.
Is Ryan Garner versus Reese Bellotti.
Okay.
And that whole undercard is pretty dope for Queensberry. That's in the UK. That's happening in the United Kingdom. And then after that, Turf, is the Xander Zayas versus Jorge Garcia Perez fight on ESPN. That's 6 p.m. Pacific time, 8 p.m. Texas time. But here's where it hurts, Turf. Here's what hurts.
Right.
At the same exact time is Clarissa Shields. Lady Lonnie Daniels on the zone in Michigan.
Right.
So there is the Detroit, Michigan card at the same time as the ESPN card. But as you know, that's how boxing goes with all of those schedules. But yeah, man, starting off great tomorrow night. There'll be a watch party on the Ultimate Raider Fan 32 and the Knockout Canvas. It'll be the Golden Boy Promotions. If you guys want to check it out, free on YouTube. It's under Golden Boy Promotions or Golden Boy Boxing on YouTube.
Yes, sir.
So those are the reports. Anything else that I missed there?
Not that I can think of, man. We got Obed Perez in the building. He said, "Who won the first fight of Oscar and Shane?" I was
So
just
I
watching
believe
it and
Oscar
thought
should have
Shane.
gotten the decision, but they gave it to Shane Mosley. And then the second fight was even worse, bro.
Right, right,
That's the one where George Foreman was so mad that he started arguing with Larry Merchant on live
right,
television.
right, right,
So, yeah.
right. No, I
Yeah.
remember. Cool, man. Well, yeah, this is shaping up. The show is coming out exactly the way I like it, man. And I expected. I think a lot of people are starting to tune in. We got great numbers, 400 views. I
Right.
mean, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shout out to the people that have been supporting the channel, liking and subscribing. We got up to 60 subscriptions right now. So yeah, I like what I'm seeing, man. The
Yeah,
channel's
and
humming along.
shout out to I think that's SRT Montana. Shout out to you, bro. We appreciate everybody who keeps coming in new, and of course our old the ones who keep coming over and over. You guys are awesome. So yeah, Turf, man, good, exciting stuff in boxing, and again, it makes it easy to talk about it on a weekly, because
Right.
there's always something happening every week, man.
Correct.
Yeah, every week it's something new. Every week
Yep.
there's something changing. So,
Yep.
and of course, Turf, they're going to start announcing probably by this weekend undercards for Canelo Crawford.
Right. Right. Yep.
So,
And I will be in Vegas for that one. You already know I'll be in Vegas for that. I don't care if I'm in the nosebleeds. I'll be at that fight.
you'll be there.
Yeah,
You'll
I'll
be
at
there.
that fight.
We'll figure something out.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah. All right, man. Well, Coach, appreciate you as always. Chat and boxing and, MMA, combat sports fans alike. Appreciate you guys. Until the next time, man, we're out. Peace.